Hi everyone! Welcome to Bodyworkers Mastercourse number 39 on lateral epicondylar and olecranon pain, i.e. tip and outside of the elbow, for those who prefer layman's terms. We'll be using protocols 48 and 50. I am Mareva. I will be assisting our wonderful instructor, Sharon Sauer. Here she is. Say
Today we're going to be treating lateral epicondylar pain, and we're going to be treating tip of the elbow pain. This is like sometimes it hurts so much that if you just have cloth touch it lightly, the tip of the elbow, where it's almost all bone, hurts like you can't believe. And guess where it's coming from?
where?
It comes from a couple places, but one of the interesting one is it comes from underneath the shoulder blade right here. So that's, and then as soon as you treat that, so what happens is sometimes you'll treat that, and then you'll go back to touch your elbow and it doesn't hurt at all, and even you could hit it and it's like it doesn't even hurt no matter what I do to it. It's all from, so that's really a good example of referred pain to the elbow. And it could give you a little bit towards the little finger side, a little towards the thumb side, or the radial and the ulnar sides as well. But it mainly causes tip of the elbow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one for this one, right?
That's
Tennis
right,
elbow we're going to be doing.
So 50% of the people playing tennis have experienced tennis elbow. And they can learn to fix it themselves. Yes.
So that'll be like the big star of this.
Yes.
This one. Started. I just want to remind you guys of what you'll need for the class. I mentioned we'll be working with protocols 48 and 50. You can get those at www.myopain.com in the Bodyworkers Mastercourse section of the website. And you'll also want to have any self-care tools that we have. Got all sorts of balls. We've got our jack knobbers, our index knobbers, our back knobbers, 1 and 2, or tiger tails, whatever you've got. You want to get it ready. You're
also,
gonna need
if they could have something to measure with today.
Something to measure with.
So we could have a measure.
Either queen's fingers or
sometimes
measuring tape.
Sometimes we'll use fingers.
Yeah.
That's okay.
One or the other.
Yeah, we could use fingers sometimes, but sometimes we'll just do it so that we can practice using fingers. And today we're going to practice using the measuring tape and the goniometer.
Get that handy. And then if you have them, you'll also want to have your shiflet, or what are they called? The fin and shiflet, rather. Range of motion testing charts.
And your Travell and Simons.
Indeed. Travell and Simons charts. Travell and Simons books, if you like.
In the front, if you could go get the Rosetta Stone of Myofascial, should be up in the front where people.
The Rosetta Stone, yes.
Yeah, Rosetta Stone. We have to get that out.
The textbook.
Now you can get that out off of the website.
Yeah.
And so let's look at the muscles we're going to treat today. Oh, we have a few guests today, and I'll introduce them in a couple minutes.
Well, before one last reminder: if you want to get 2 free CEUs for this class, just make sure to stay tuned for the whole broadcast. And then also at the end of the class, you'll just email us with your Periscope handle, your name, your license number, and also the name of the course that you took. Thank you. And then, let's see, before we start, there's still a little bit of time for you to tell your friends about the broadcast. Just hit the ellipsis at the bottom of the screen, and then you can share it on Facebook or Periscope or Twitter. Thanks, guys. Oh, here's the Rosetta Stone. Do we have a Rosetta Stone? Or is
This is the Rosetta Stone.
Yes.
Here's myofascial pain and dysfunction. Lateral epicondylar pain.
Lateral epicondylar pain.
And we're going to be treating olecranon pain in the tip of the elbow and the outside of the elbow.
48 and 50.
48 and 50.
Not 51.
Not yet.
Ignore 51 for now.
51 will not come next week, but the week after.
Yes.
Okay. So that's coming right up.
Yeah.
So this is today, and you can see which muscles are the
chart.
Yeah. So which muscles are the most? So here is and then here we'll talk about the muscles that are most likely. So the most likely one to cause elbow pain, lateral, is the supinator. Okay. The second most likely is the Brachioradialis. Third, the Extensor Carpi Radialis Longus. Triceps, Supraspinatus, fourth and fifth finger extensors, and the Anconeus. Now, the ones that can cause tip, that's the lateral epicondylar pain, or or tennis elbow. Okay, so that's this one here. But lots of people get tennis. A lot of people get tennis elbow. People who like maybe use computers might get it. Yeah. So it could, so many reasons you can get tennis elbow.
Not just tennis.
No.
A lot of other reasons. Okay.
Tons of other reasons.
Good to know.
Okay, so lack of use is a big reason. So overuse and lack of use. You know, so there's all kinds of reasons.
One way or the other.
Yeah,
okay.
got it all. All right, so then for tip of the elbow, it's triceps and serratus posterior superior. Okay, and then all the nerves that we're going to look at are C5 through T4. Okay, so we're going to be looking at if those are working. It can be so important to get that. Oh man, you could have this deep, really horrible pain. These nerve roots could activate the trigger points, and then everything else could activate. You got satellites activating others, so you could have just all kinds of trouble. So it's always good to take a look at the nerve roots.
Indeed.
So we're going to evaluate. Let's see who's here today.
Oh,
let's stand up.
introduce them.
I think I'm here today. It is today, right? It's not yesterday.
But he stands up too tall, though. Look at that.
Okay, so good. Okay, so tell us. You were saying you have a little bit of elbow pain.
Yeah, I have elbow issues. It's more inflammation here, but definitely something, and hopefully can be addressed
So
with
we'll
this
take a look at
course.
that today.
Yeah, let's do it.
So you have some pain right there in the lateral elbow. How about the tip of the elbow?
Tip of the elbow, not as much.
Not so much.
No, it's
Okay,
more
lateral.
the inflammation and lack of being able to fully use it.
And what do you do during the day a lot? Do you use the computer?
Yeah, computer, and then lately I haven't been able to exercise or lift weights or play
So
basketball,
lack
anything
of
like that.
using-
Functionality, yeah.
Yeah. So you
But I'm on the computer quite a bit and swiping and
He
stuff.
swipes.
So.
Swipes. He's
The
on the computer.
iPad, yeah, and the mouse and that, but not being able
Modern person.
to. Yeah, well, but I want to get more back to the old school of
Old
actually
school.
doing.
Have a body.
Yeah.
We need a body.
Shooting baskets, but it's kind of hard when I'm unable to do it or it
So
gets
he's missing a lot of range of motion, and he has
Yeah.
some kind of a tendency to develop some kind of tendency towards arthritic condition, right? You would say.
Yeah, I have an autoimmune issue too
Yeah.
that exacerbates it, I'm sure. So
But-
this is all part of.
But then
what I do.
we've had really good results in
Oh,
the
absolutely.
past when we've come in before.
Yeah,
we've
that's
gotten
why I'm
in-
back. So
Yeah, that's it.
can't stay
And
away.
so, what kind of elbow pain do you have?
Okay, I've got pain right
Right
here
there on the lateral elbow.
and right on
Right
top
there.
here.
You sure do.
Now, this is from, because I had an accident with this hand, I was using this one predominantly to
Wow.
work, doing massage and computer
Okay.
and mouse and all that, everything that we
Everything.
do. Yeah, so.
Wow. Well, that's incredible. Okay. Well, let's take a look. We're going to do, so if you take a look over here, Maribel, you can take a look at our range of motion test that we're going to look at today. So we're
Okay.
going to look at the scalene finger flexion test, but today we're going to look at it for the finger extensors and not for the scalenes, okay?
Okay.
So this is
Number
so we're going to
7.
see how if these bend but these don't bend, then and then we know that the second and third finger extensors are dysfunctional, okay? So this would
What a test.
What, all of them are dysfunctional, then it's the scalenes, or it's likely that it's a scalene. It's not written in stone.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do that one today. We're going to come down here and do number 12, which is the mouth wrap, and the most likely one to cause is the
yes.
infra, but we're going to be treating the supraspinatus, and that helps it to evaluate for that. Okay, and we're going to come around also. Let's look up here. We're going to do to the number 14, the hand to the shoulder blade test. And again, we'll be looking at testing the supraspinatus and a little bit of the supinator. And so those would be a couple of the muscles that we're doing today. And for the supinator and also for the supraspinatus. Okay, so then let's come on down here. So the over the shoulder reach, this will be testing our triceps, okay? So we'll be working on that, and then we'll be doing the overhead reach, which also goes for the triceps. And then we're going to take a look at the hand grip test. And so that'll be for the Extensor Carpi Radialis Longus. So all the extensors are helping us with the grip, but this one in particular, we'll be looking at it for that. And then we're going to be looking at the Phalen's test here. So that's for our extensors, our weak, painful grip muscles. And then we're going to be looking at the finger extensors here. Okay, as
25.
well. Okay, so we're going to do a few tests and see what we find on our people here.
Your peeps.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see what we find. We'll see what we find. Okay, so I'm going to do a little range of motion test. Oh, I was going to show you the pain patterns. What do you think? Let's take a look at them. Okay, so you guys could look at them too. Sure. So we're going to take a look at the pain patterns. So the most likely one is the supinator, right? That's nerve roots C5, C6, C7, and there's its pain pattern right on the lateral epicondyle right here, okay? The second most likely one here is the Brachioradialis, and you see where it is, and you can see, again, it causes kind of one of your pains that you have. Yeah, it reminds me of one of your pains. So that's here, the Brachioradialis, and let me give you a good view here. And then the third most likely here is the Extensor Carpi Radialis Longus. But I also in this picture here, so that's the Extensor Carpi Radialis Longus is right here, okay? And so it attaches here in the carpal bones, okay? But here I also was wanting you to notice how the radial nerve goes through the supinator. So right there, and then also comes out and can go through the Extensor Carpi Radialis brevis. So we can have the deep radial nerve and the superficial nerve being compressed. And the radial nerve goes to the hand, right here. So this would be the nerve. Could cause numbness in this part of the hand. Okay, so so that's the referred pain pattern there for this Carpi Radialis. It goes right here, right on the kind of on the tip of the elbow there, along with the triceps and the posterior superior serratus. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's do the fourth most likely one. Here it is, the triceps. Okay, so this will give you inside of the elbow pain and outside of the elbow pain right here. So it will give you pain all over it, plus tip the elbow pain. So that's the triceps. So it gives you pain all over the place. So triceps causes a lot of trouble. Okay, so that's our triceps. Then the fifth most likely one is this one right here, the supraspinatus. Okay, so this one here, it causes you to have pain on the outside of the elbow, right there, kind of like a ball of pain, right there. Intense, yeah, right there. Yeah, let me give you a good view there. Okay, so it causes, but it also causes you to feel it on the outside of the shoulder. Yeah. Okay, but it's pretty significant right there on the outside. So that's your supraspinatus. So then let's go to the sixth most likely. This is the pain pattern of this one. And this would be for the fourth and the fifth finger extensors. So here's your finger extensors, right here, and the fourth and fifth one here, and it goes right there it causes pain here to the fourth finger and to the fifth. Okay, so then let's take a look at the seventh most likely one to cause it. Here it is, Anconeus. So here it is, little tiny Anconeus right there on the outside of the elbow, and it causes little pain. It reminds me of one of the ones you were mentioning. Yeah, so here's our little Anconeus.
Little Anconeus.
The little Anconeus. The little Anconeus. Then let's go a little further to the eighth most likely. So it's no wonder it's hard to get, wouldn't you think it's sort of hard to figure out how to get rid of a little pain on the outside of the elbow?
Well, if there's 11 possibilities, then yeah.
So many, right?
You have from a lot of
so there's
areas.
So many reasons that it could have it. So and then the nerve roots too. So there's no wonder it's difficult.
Right. It's a lot of combinations.
So Dr. Travell, I meant Dr. Simons. He went over this with me. He helped me create this, and he said this would be the greatest things for doctors to have because it would help them to really diagnose people. So he said this would be ideal for them, and he said he loved the way I had the nerve roots on and the range of motion tests. So he was really excited about it, and he helped me write the stuff on the top. Yeah. Okay, so it's coming from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Figuratively, right?
Yes. Okay, so here is one of the last ones to talk about now, is the posterior superior serratus. It's a breathing muscle, okay? See, it attaches here onto the spine. The spinous process is of 6, 7, T1, and 2, and then it comes over here and attaches onto the ribs. But it's underneath the shoulder blade, okay? And it attaches onto the second, third, fourth, and fifth rib there. It's underneath, right there. And as you see, so it causes, but look at the pain it causes. It's such a little muscle. It's just a teeny little muscle. So let's look at where it is. I'm going to show where it is on you. Okay. So we're going to find it, okay? So it's here, about here, but it's there, but it's underneath the shoulder blade. So So the scapula. So you've got to get the shoulder blade out of the way, and then you go right where it used to be, and that's where it is.
That's a good spot.
And that I can feel it is. I can feel it is a good spot. I'm right. Okay, I'm right on the trigger point. That's pictured right here, right now. Right there, that one. I'm right on that one. What does that one feel?
The one a little bit medial. Yeah, that
right
one.
There. Yeah. So I'm on it right there. So go ahead and let me feel you. Inhale and relax. Yeah. And one of the things we found is that you overuse these muscles. I can feel.
Right. Am I breathing wrong again?
Well,
you taught me how to breathe.
But that 1 second you did it.
Okay.
But so your default is to use them.
Use the muscles to breathe. Okay.
But you might learn not to do it.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm learning.
Yes.
I am teachable.
Things we have to learn and unlearn.
That's it. So then the last ones we want to look at are the little rotatories and the multifidus. Take a look at these. So here's our little rotatories. Look at how they go from one vertebrae to the other, okay? And if they're too tight, they can press the vertebrae together, and then that could cause nerve compression, and then that could activate your trigger points. So it's good to make sure that we have the rotatories and the multifidus. They go a couple of vertebrae, okay? So they go from the spinous process, and they jump a few vertebrae, and then they could also be compressing the vertebrae together and causing a slight nerve compression.
Are any of these 10 more common than the others as it relates to this?
Yes,
is
the
there
ones.
a reason
Yes,
that
totally.
that's 10 versus?
Totally. This is the reason is you want to go to C5, C6, C7, C8, T1, and 2. That's the ones we want to look for.
Okay.
So those are the nerve roots we want to look for. Okay. So we're going to look for C5 through T4. So how do we figure out where that is?
And we're always tight there.
So almost this is mostly C7, C8. So just above it and just below it. Okay. So we've been looking. Can we lift up the skin? And we're lifting it up better than we have it sometimes.
Okay. It's doing better?
Yes,
Great.
it is better. Okay,
All
that's a little better. But we'd like it to get better than that.
Yes.
Okay. So that would be good. So let's check it on you. Okay.
So explain a little, I don't know if we always explain this. Explain a little
let's
why
explain
lifting the skin is
what happens is
a helpful test.
So the nerve, let's look at the nerve root. So let's review it right this second. Let's look at this nice picture I made. Okay. So here I'm looking at the nerve roots here, and these go to the elbow. See?
Right.
So this is so if this is active, it could activate C8, which could go right to the elbow, or C7, could go there.
Sure.
So those would be important. So it's showing. So what we want to do is make sure that we have all the nerve roots. Now what happens is, before they go down to the muscles, they could get compressed by the vertebrae. And the way we know if they are, one way, okay, is we could see if the skin lifts up. If the skin doesn't lift up, then we know that the vertebrae are likely being compressed, at least slightly. Okay?
So it's a telltale sign.
Yes, that's correct. There's other ways to figure it out, but this is a great, easy, fast way. And we'll probably review another time. I'll go into lots of different ways, at least 5 ways.
Yeah.
Okay. But today we'll look at this one way.
Okay.
Okay. So in addition to the nerves that go down the arm and goes to the elbow here, like from here down, in addition to that, they also have accessory nerves to the right, to the spinal area, and that's then it expresses the tension. Okay. So here we're lifting out this is better than last time I saw you. Okay. So here you go. So we want to get this to lift up better. Okay. So this is our goal here, and then but it's not too bad though. That's not
Get better.
That's better. How did it get better?
I have magic right here.
That's good. That's good. Okay, so that's
self-care maybe.
Doing a little bit, yeah.
Full self-care. That's good.
Okay, so those are preferred pain patterns that we're looking at today, and
wow.
so aren't they interesting? Okay, so we're going to do some range of motion tests, and then we're going to treat and see what kind of results we get from treating.
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to I have a little thing here for doing the tests, and people could download this. So this is the range of motion tests. I have different versions. I have a variety of versions, and sometimes I have some versions where I explain it a little bit more. This version here I see.
It'd be a good worksheet.
It's sort of, if you know it.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Okay, so we're gonna. So sometimes I also put a date, and I show the before and after. So I have different versions of this. So you could probably find it on my website. All right. So today we're gonna take a look at the. So the first, yes, it's myofascial.com. So the first one we're gonna look at today is the scalene finger flexion test. So that's this one right here. So we're going to check that out, and that's especially we want to look at the extensors, so we're going to see if they're dysfunctional. And then the next test we're going to do is the mouth wraparound test. The next one's the hand to the shoulder blade test. Then we're going to do the overhead reach. Then the overhead reach and the two different ones that are reaching over the head there. And then that's pretty good. Oh, we're going to do the supinator test. Right. Okay, so we better do that. Okay, so let's do the supinator test. Let's do the wrist and the finger flexion test for the extensors. So we'll do that. So that'll probably be good enough. Okay. All right. So let's
testing commence.
We're going to test. Okay, so let's take a look.
Up against the wall.
Okay, so we're going to test
finger flexion?
Yep, we're going to test the scalene finger flexion. So we're going to go ahead and put, you're going to put all your knuckles on the wall, and then you're going to see how many of them we can get to bend all the way, but keeping the knuckles on the wall, okay? So let's check you. And this is the hand this is the one that has the elbow issues, right? Okay, so here we've got trouble probably a little bit with the scalene, but also is different. So I'd say maybe it's more we definitely have trouble with the second, third, and fifth finger extensor.
Yeah, this one's injured. I jammed it years ago, so that's part of it, I'm sure.
Okay, so we get a little joint dysfunction as well, but we have some dysfunction of your extensors there, okay? So let's take a look at you. Okay, so we have a little dysfunction here, the fourth and fifth, the first, second and third. Right. So then it would sort of lead to saying that it's not your scalenes. What do you think of that?
What do you think of that?
That's good.
Not as bad. This one's not as bad.
Yeah.
Because this is the elbow side, but.
Yeah, so this is
has
again.
Other scaling stuff.
So keep that big there. So again, we have a little bit here for the first. So that'd be the first the extensors. Yeah. So then, so both of you, we could definitely treat both of you on that. So you both did that. So you both failed that. Okay. All right. Next one we're going to take a look at, and we'll measure you. We'll get a little measuring tape. And we're going to do the mouth wraparound test, okay? So we won't do too many tests.
Get your measuring tapes out.
You guys could, after I do you could do her, okay? Oh, we taped it, so neat. But now we have to get it apart.
I've never seen it taped.
It made it very neat.
Staying put.
Okay, so let's go ahead. Okay, so we're going to measure from the middle finger to the middle of her mouth, okay? So we're going to go, it's middle to middle, 3 inches. That's pretty good.
Better than before,
right? Very good.
Yeah, this one's better than the other one.
You're getting good at this now, okay? This is 2.5.
Yeah.
So left,
much improvement.
Left 2.5, right 3 inches. Okay.
Improvement.
Okay, so let's see it on you. Wow, look at you. Okay, so this is only minus a ½ inch. Wow. He's like a genius at this.
Yeah.
I studied hard.
Wow, look at this.
Okay, so you're trying to get to the middle of your mouth, yeah. Okay, so this is just like a quarter of an inch or a ½ inch. Yeah.
That's a lot less than last week.
Oh man, that's better than you did before. Wow. Yeah. Okay, well that's right. We
don't tape can stay.
You're dead.
All right, I got it. All right, so we got the. So that's good. So
improvement.
So that was great.
Improvement.
So let's definitely we're doing. Wow. Stays. So you're almost passing, Tim. You're almost passing this one, like ½ inch, minus a ½ inch. Okay. And then you were minus
3 and then 2.5.
On the
right was 3.
Right was 3, and the left was 2.5. Okay, great. Okay.
Becca is asking if we can go over how to measure the test for short upper arms again.
Ooh, okay, that's a good idea. Let's do it.
Work for that because he's got that. We don't have that.
That's good, but what's good, we can still show.
Do the test.
So let's do the test. Okay. So the test for short upper arms is, first of all, we can feel the top of their pelvis right there. So you can feel, oh, that's the top of their pelvis. Okay, now bend your arms. I didn't mean it that way.
Like
Sorry.
this.
Oh,
Sorry. Just go.
yeah, you
And
got
your arms at the elbow.
Yeah, just go bend at the, just bend at the elbow.
Just
Sorry.
like that.
Okay, you make sure their shoulders are down. And then you feel right there. You see, his elbows, both of the elbows. See, both elbows are touching the top of his ilium. So he doesn't have short upper arms. But if he had a short upper arm, so like this, so then you'd measure. So if it was to be clinically significant, you want it to be 3 inches from the pelvis. So if he had short upper arms.
Now you got him tensing up
So
here.
he's got 5 inches there. That would be significant.
that'd be very short.
Okay, so
it's
so
got to be
people that have
at least 3 inches. Did you say?
yeah, significant.
So that's
People
what
who
you're
have
measuring.
3 inches or more tend to have a really lot of trouble. They don't ever get any rest with their upper body ever. So they have to learn to take rest when they can have it, at home, and support themselves, and then also probably treat themselves and make sure that they get the best they can.
Yeah.
But they can't make their arms longer.
She was asking how does that affect the mouth wrap test?
Okay, so that
It
was.
affects several tests, right?
Oh yeah, the mouth wrap test.
That's one of them.
Is a test for today. It's going to be a test for the supraspinatus, and also for the pretty much the supraspinatus today. And then also we're going to do the hand of the shoulder blade test, which is also the supraspinatus.
So
Okay,
those
we're gonna go.
those would be ones where short upper arms would have significant.
That's right.
effect.
Then we would measure
But
all the others too.
They would, basically, if you have short upper arms, you may not be able to do many of these.
No, you take 3
right?
inches off.
You take 3 inches off.
Or if you measure
That's
how
what you do.
off they are,
Right.
and then you take 3 inches off, and then you keep in mind that they're going to have trouble because they never have rest.
Sure. So
they
you
have
factor
repetitive
that in.
overuse all the time, pretty much every day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's their troubles. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do hand to the shoulder blade. Okay.
Now, the one
Okay.
that doesn't have trouble is good. The other one, no.
Okay, hand to the shoulder blade. Okay, so we're gonna measure from the middle finger, okay, to the superior angle. So we're gonna find the spine of the scapula. We're gonna go to the superior angle, and we're gonna go to the spine of the scapula near the superior angle, right there, and we're gonna measure from there to the middle finger. That's 11 inches. So it'd be nice if we could get it maybe down to 5 inches, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. 11 on the left, so remember that. Go this to your right. And on this side, we're going to do, again, spine of the scapula. Go right to the spine, measure from the spine to the middle finger, and that's 12.5 inches. Okay. So how much was this one?
11 left, 12 and a half right.
11 and 12 and a half.
Okay, the right was 12.5.
Yes, that's the better
Correct,
one.
right. Correct.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
Okay, good.
Okay, so
Okay.
this one's not as bad.
Okay. Oh, really? This is
one's
great.
improved. This one's improved.
This is improved.
Such
This is
improvement.
adequate. So even if you but it's a nice goal would be to get to the spine. So if you
Sure.
find the spine of the scapula, you're going to go right to there. You're going to measure to 5 inches.
Wow,
Ooh,
great
that's good.
improvement there.
Big improvement.
Yeah.
Good. Let's go to the other side. So that was left. Okay.
I'm
and here.
trying to get it.
So we're going to find the spine. Okay, we find the spine, then we come to there, then we're going to
Right.
measure. So here we go, 10 inches. 10 inches right.
Okay, 5
So-
and 10.
So it's Camille. So the right was 10.
Right was 10, left was 5.
Left was 5. Okay, great. Okay, so we got a couple in there. So we got a couple more tests to do. So a bunch more we'll do. Okay, we'll do it really fast. Okay, so we're going to do the over the shoulder reach. So for that, we're going to put our hand on our shoulder, and then we're going to take it and see how we can get it behind your ear. And we're getting just to the ear, so not quite behind. Okay, let me try on this side. Let me look here. Okay, again, not quite.
Okay.
So we want to do that. So let's take a look at yours.
So you want it to go beyond the ear.
Correct. Okay, so you're going to put your hand on your shoulder. So this is the over the shoulder reach.
Oh.
I see. We're not going to be able to do that. Okay, so here, but he can get his
He is.
hand. So the triceps is not too tight because I can get it behind his ear. Okay. Okay, and well,
But
let's make sure.
if his head is forward a little bit?
Yeah.
Totally can't have your head forward.
Yeah, he was tipping his
Is
head
that
down.
cheating?
That's
Yes.
Oh, you gotta do it again?
He was tipping his head down.
He's like, I can do it.
Here.
No,
so
he's
here. That's
pretty good.
No, he's pretty good.
All right, well, wait. No,
good.
I won't cheat.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's pretty good.
You don't have to handicap.
Okay. Okay, and so
Not bad.
not too bad.
Not too bad.
Okay.
A little better.
Okay, so and let's do this one over here. We're gonna be I'll make a note of that 1 second. So we're gonna do the over the head reach like that. Okay. So here, pretty good.
Looking
Oh, that
for
was good. That was good.
evenness.
Okay, so he's having a little trouble. Okay, take a look here. Okay, so see he can't bring his to his ear there, his arm. So that's the triceps. Okay, that's the triceps causing trouble.
You're doing pretty good.
Well, no, okay.
But if
You're
she
right.
touches the ear.
You got a little
Yeah,
closer.
just a little bit. Yeah. Oh, well, no,
Yeah.
no, but you can't tell them. They correct
Well,
it.
now
There you go.
so I'm just doing it naturally. now,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see how this one's a little worse on this side. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed
So-
to touch the ear if it were.
Yes. Yeah. You
Work
just
it.
go,
Should touch
right.
your
Right. You
ears
just
on
touch
that
your
one.
ear right easily. Yeah.
That one was easy.
So this one here, you're having trouble with the triceps, okay, Tim, and you're having a little trouble with both of you.
Well, mine touched on this
Oh, no.
one.
Oh, that one. No,
On this one,
forgot.
but the
You're right.
other
The other
one
one
was-
No,
the
you
other
did.
one
No, you
wasn't
did good on
too
that
good.
one.
The
Yeah.
other one
Sorry,
was-
you did good.
eh.
So you pass on
passed
that
on
one. Okay, Camille
Yeah,
passed on that.
I passed
And then
one.
both of you could do
There you go.
the over the shoulder triceps. You both could do a little bit better on that.
Mhm.
Okay, both. Okay, great. So then let's do a couple not great ones. Let's do the supinator. Ooh, let's do the supinators.
You like that supinator. You light up every time you say
Yeah.
it. Or you just like saying supinator.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think so.
Hey, that's her second one to soleus. Soleus is her one.
No, scalene.
Really?
Oh, scalene. Okay.
Scalene.
The supinator. All right. What are we doing here?
Okay, we're gonna hold the pen. Okay, so you're gonna just hold it like this. Okay, and but you have to hold
Oh,
it.
hold it like.
I'll hold the pen.
Hold
then.
it up.
I am holding it
Show us how to
like
hold
this,
it.
or
You need a pen?
This way.
I got one.
or
I got
this
one.
way,
It's okay. I
or-
got it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna hold the pen, and you're gonna come like this, and then you're gonna go like this. Can you supinate and pronate? Okay, so supinate. So come like this. So here you can
Yeah,
see.
no, it's
see
not
you
going
have an
flat.
angle there.
Yeah.
So you have a little bit of angle there. So you can't supinate all the way. So that will see that. So if you fail the supination,
yeah, this one's
that you could.
pretty apparent.
Yeah. So see, he's at an angle there. Oh, thanks.
I think I've got a
Let's
little
try you.
angle. I've
Let's
got
try
a little
you.
angle.
Okay, pretty good there. But let's stay there. Okay, that's the pronation. The supination is pretty good.
Supination.
Okay, so that's
The
good. So you're
pronation
passing.
has a little-
Let's try it on the other side. Let's try it. Okay, pretty good. Let's try. Okay, good.
This one's a lot
That's
better.
good.
than
Okay,
the
so
right.
Yeah.
so you're feeling the supination on the right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a probably important one then.
That one's harder to tell, it seems like.
So
it's
just on the right.
It's just, if it's twisted a little bit still, you're looking to make sure that it's not doing that. That it doesn't look twisted, that it's like fully supinating and pronating.
Right. So
Oh,
that's
it's like-
that's supinating. So we'll be treating some of those muscles, and let's and let me see the one you didn't pronate on. Let me see the. And let me see.
Well,
a little
I
bit
need
of
the pen
pronating,
again.
yeah. Okay, get back.
Need
Let me
the
see
pen.
the pen again. Okay, yeah, a little,
Little bit of trouble.
little trouble pronating on the right. Okay, so we're gonna do the
Little bit of
pronation test. Okay, so we're gonna do that on the right. So we're failing on that. Okay, super. Okay, so next let's go ahead and let's look at the wrist extensors and the finger extensors. Okay, so we'll test them on you. So here, okay, we're gonna measure this.
Oh boy.
Need the
no.
yardstick on that one, huh?
Oh, we need this. We need help. Okay, now we know why we have trouble. Okay. Okay, so here.
Yeah, these
Okay,
ought to
so
be a
all
couple
again?
of good ones.
Okay,
yeah.
so this is the wrist extensor muscles. Okay, so we're touching. See here, we have an angle of about. So we got 10, 20, almost 20 degrees. Almost 20 degrees. You need to
20
improve
degrees.
20 degrees.
I need to improve
Okay.
20 degrees.
Yeah, let's look on this one. You could bend that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, here we go. And again, here this one is a little less. This one's a little bit over 10, so it's like 15 degrees.
Okay.
So 20 and 15. Okay, that's the wrist extensors. Now
Wrist
let's look at the
extensors.
finger extensors, okay?
Okay.
So this with the finger ones. So then when you add the fingers, now we're gonna go, so stay
You
there.
want to cheat out a little bit so we
Okay.
can see the angle.
Oh, yeah, let me get,
Yeah.
okay, sorry. So here, So here she's got about, she's minus 10, 20, 30, 40 degrees. Let's try the other side. So with the fingers, relax a little.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. So with the fingers, she's missing about 50% of the range of motion, at least. Okay, so that's 50 degrees there. So
Wow.
no, 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, 20, 30, 40, 40. Again, 40,
Okay,
40 on
and
both
40.
sides. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we definitely have trouble with that. So the wrist ones, do you remember what the wrist one was? It was
20 and 15.
Okay, yeah, right.
Wasn't it even just 10?
20?
on one of them?
Oh yeah, 20 and
15.
10.
Yeah.
Oh,
20 and,
10,
or
20
was
and
it 15?
oh,
I think
and then the other
do.
one
I think
was
20 and 15. And this was 40 and 40.
okay, 40 and 40. 40 and 40. Okay, okay. And let's test
Now
you.
let's check temp.
We're gonna check him. We'll write yours in a different color here. Okay. All right.
Color
Let's see.
coding.
Let's see how we do with this one. Okay.
Where's
Okay.
that?
So here, whoa, we got.
Yeah, look at
Oh.
That one doesn't bend so good, you guys.
Doesn't bend at
No.
all.
That one. Okay. So it's supposed to bend like this to about 90. Okay. So here, so it's got. So this is 90 where it's supposed to be. So this is where it is. Okay. So then that's minus quite a few degrees.
Yeah. Is it big enough to show?
So, one more time. Let me just look at it one more time. Okay, so there'd be 10, 20, 30, 40, 55 degrees. Yeah,
55.
yeah. So that's let's look with the fingers. It's about the same. So the wrist and finger extensors are about the same. So minus 55 degrees. And let's look at this one.
This one's not as bad.
No.
Mhm.
Not
Okay.
ideal, but
Yeah, so that's just with the wrist. And so that's minus about, that's 10, 20 degrees. And let's add the fingers. And then that's about 10, 20, it's about the same.
okay.
Okay, so
So
55 and 20.
20. Okay,
55 and 20.
okay,
Interesting.
okay, so
Big
55.
Yeah.
All right, so we found a lot of things that to treat there, didn't we? So we'll take a look. We'll see what we can do with them.
See what we can do.
We'll see what we can do.
Let's see.
Let's see what we can do. All right, so we found a few things to treat. So this is 48 and 50. All right,
It's
so
interesting because you really never did anything with the elbow itself. Everything else was,
yeah.
you know.
Well, that's the funny thing is though is that many other muscles cause elbow pain. Like say for instance, what's the most likely muscles that cause inside of the elbow pain?
What?
So let's look at the Rosetta Stone and
A
see
little
what it says.
preview?
Yeah, a little preview. So what one is that? That's 51.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look for 51 is, and the most likely one is triceps. Second most likely one is pectoralis major, then serratus anterior, and the serratus posterior superior. Now I had gotten many professional athletes with this horrible inside of the elbow pain, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They spent years on it, and maybe they got arthroscopied sometimes 1, 2, sometimes 3 times. They were in here, I evaluated them just like I'm doing here, then treated the muscles that didn't work. It was gone in 20 minutes. Imagine that. And it happened over and over again. So it's definitely that you have to treat them. Oh, guess what they were doing? They were strengthening the rotator cuff. But none of those muscles are the rotator cuff.
Yeah.
Okay, triceps, pectoralis major and minor, serratus anterior, and serratus posterior superior. None of them have anything, to do with the
Yeah.
rotator cuff.
It was just sort of incidental of the strengthening process.
And then they kept doing arthroscopies to look, and they didn't, they might have found a little something, but never fixed it.
Yeah.
So that's 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. Well, preview.
Okay.
And what's next week?
Okay, next week. You want to know what's next week? Okay, let's find out what's next week.
It's another
Okay.
preview.
Okay, another preview. Next week we're doing
Radial forearm.
radial
pain.
forearm pain and dorsal forearm pain. So radial forearm pain, radial forearm pain and dorsal forearm pain. So here.
Okay.
So we'll do that. So so 52 and 54. So that's this one here, 52. So 52. So here's 52 and 54. So radial and forearm, like there. Radial forearm pain.
That's next week, and then we go inside of the elbow.
Then we do inside of the elbow. Yes, we do. And
Well,
then also we'll
ready to tackle some outside of the elbow pain?
Yes, we'll do that. We'll do it right now. Okay. So let's take a look.
So today we're going to be doing a lot of treatment, right?
That's right. We're going to
I think
start out with
we've been
treatment
sort of
today.
alternating, doing more treatment and more self-care in the classes.
So
lately.
so I might start.
Last week we did a lot of self-care.
That's right. We started out with self-care, so we focused a little more on self-care. So we'll probably by doing that we'll probably get all the muscles that a really good job of doing the self-care and a good job of doing the treatment.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take a look at treating some of these muscles on you guys. So let's start with let's take a look at the supinator. So I'm going to have you put your arm on the table. So I'm going to have to start with you. We're going to have to put you sit here, put your arm on the table. I'm going to put you on a low chair.
Where's your low?
Here's a nice low one.
Oh, there it is.
So let's go as low as you can go here. So sit on it and then use that and go as low as you can go.
You can sit on it first. Never pushes out.
That's it. That's how you do it. Okay, so we'll have nice pictures here to look at while we're working. So the supinator is the one that can compress the radial nerve, and that's really important. So give me your arm. Put it over here. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the supinator, and so this is the. So we're going to do actually protocol 48. 48, yes. So that's this one right here. So this is 48. So we're going to look at the supinator. And let's see how it looks. Also, I have another picture of the supinator here. Maybe for some reason I couldn't find it quickly. Maybe you could find it here. You can find it here. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to take a look at where it attaches. It attaches onto the right here. So you can feel the radius right there. So I'm going to stretch it and contract it. Stretch it, contract it, stretch it, contract it.
So you're
There
compressing and you're stretching and
That's it.
contracting while
That's
you're
it.
doing that.
I didn't have a little note on it, or it
Nope.
fell off. Yeah. So here's another little nice picture of it right here, and you can see how it's attaching onto the humerus, and also onto the ulna, and onto the radius.
Yeah, feel it there on your with your
Right there?
thumb. The
So,
nerve.
Yeah, right there. So we're looking to press right on it while we're moving it. Okay?
Supinator?
Mm-hmm. The supinator. And if you could read for us, you could read what's its
I don't have
function.
any
Oh, no glasses. Oh, then you don't have to read.
I use a magnifying glass.
It's
I don't
just
wear
fine.
glasses.
Okay, so supinates the forearm at the radial ulnar joint. So it's a supinator. So we're going to get it on this side, and also we're going to get it on the other side. And remember, it causes really bad outside of the elbow pain, right? And how's it feel?
Yeah, well, it feels more like nerve pain.
And it does cause nerve pain.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah. So this supinator can compress the radial nerve. And remember, the radial nerve causes you to have the let's see if I have it around here somewhere. Causes
you
it,
the hand
right?
one,
Because
or?
I can just tell you where it is. So the radial gives it to you on this side, right here, and half of this finger here, and so it's all through here.
You can see the.
Right through there.
This?
This one?
Yeah, that's good. So those both are nice.
So many. So many.
Those are both cute.
So many ways.
Okay, so this is the radial side here. So, so here's the radial nerve. We come over here to the thumb, and also to the back of the hand right here. Yeah. So that's the radial, and we're on that right now. Now, sometimes people who have radial nerve compression sometimes end up having a carpal tunnel operation erroneously. So
Interesting.
So in
It's
order
like misdiagnosed.
in order to have carpal tunnel, you have to have the problem on this side. So this would be the median nerve on this side. That would be this side, on the palm side. Okay, so we're getting in there, working with that. Okay, let's see if we can get the supinator to work good, making it do its job. And
Supinate.
yeah, we're trying to get it to supinate. So we're going in between we like to get right to where it attaches, and we also like to get to where right to the belly of the muscle and where it attaches. Now, you can get attachment pain, and you can have also a central trigger point that could cause referred pain to the elbow. And also, if you notice, it can cause this pretty bad pain to the thumb too, to the web of the thumb. Okay, so let's take a look.
Oh, that one.
That's a pretty
It's a familiar one.
yeah, pretty exciting one. And then also, we'll take a look at it in this position. So we'll do a little bit of it in this position. It wraps around the radius. So you can get all the way. So we could look on this side of the radius and then that side of the radius.
Wow,
So we're wrapping around. Okay, let's have you push it, supinate. Turn this way.
Oh, okay.
Push. Okay, good. Okay, good. And push. Good. And push. Great. And it attaches over here on the ulnar too, right there.
Well, if that's tight.
Yeah, you feel it there. So this is right there. Yeah, I feel that. So what we're looking for. So I found some taut bands right there.
So you feel that?
So right here, I feel the taut bands. So I'm gonna just particularly treat those bands, and see. Oh, it looks like we're supinating a little better after we hit those ones.
Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Keep doing it if you need to.
Yeah.
She's going to anyway,
Yeah.
so.
She's laughing. Yeah.
Well, I love to fix the supinator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She loves to fix.
We can't have defective supinators.
No.
Yeah.
We've got to supinate.
We got to supinate. Yeah. So let's go. So we're just gonna go in with our knuckle here. So sometimes I use this knuckle. Yeah. So sometimes I use this knuckle. Sometimes I use that knuckle. And sometimes I use my elbow. So it's nice to use different parts. So you can use different parts of you.
No overuse.
It's best if we don't.
No overuse.
It's best if we can use different parts. Yeah. So let's take a look at how we would use the elbow. So we come in here, so I can feel the taut bands right there. And I'm going to take it a little bit off the stretch so I can get in deeper. I'm going to get right in there, right there.
You're not holding anything back there, huh?
Well, no, it's okay. No, it's
okay.
Elbow is good. Elbow's good.
Okay.
Sometimes my little fingers are pointier.
Yeah.
I actually felt the fingers more.
That's what.
Yeah.
See.
So like, don't be shy with the elbow.
Yeah, don't be shy with the elbow. Just it's nice to look at
Different
tools.
Broader
Try
compression.
out different things. Okay, so we're doing better, but I'm checking. Do I have full shortening there?
It's still tight there.
Yeah, so I'm having a little trouble with, I think, some of the other muscles that don't cause elbow pain. Yeah. Okay, so.
Oh yeah, there.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the other extensors. Okay. So let's go ahead, since we're in the extensor part. Let's look at the this is Serratus Posterior Superior. So let's look at. Let's look at the third most likely one, the Brachioradialis. Okay, so we're going to take a look at that one. It's over here onto the humerus, and then over here onto the styloid process. Okay, and so we're going to take a look at that one.
Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah, you feel it. You can feel it.
You feel that too?
Yeah, I felt it. Yeah, and we're going to look at its. Can you look? Could you?
Brachioradial.
I think it's right there. Right there. Yeah, right there. It's right there. There it is. Brachioradialis.
Okay.
Okay, so here's that muscle right there.
Alright, here we go.
That's a nice little picture of it.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
So we're going to just do its little things that it does there. So we're going to do its little range of motion. So if you look at you see it that flexes
feel
the
the
forearm.
tautness there?
It flexes the forearm. Okay. But also it helps the supinates the forearm at the radial ulnar joint, and it pronates the forearm at the radial ulnar joint. So it does pronating and supinating, and it flexes. So we're going to check to see if we can get it to do all of its jobs. Okay. And I noticed earlier he had some difficulty with the flexing.
Causing a lot of trouble there.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had some trouble
He's
with the
in
flexing.
anguish.
It's pleasant anguish.
Yeah.
It's progress.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I had a really bad pain, and it was so painful. I couldn't believe how painful it was. So
The radial
annoying.
brachialis?
It's like, no, it was a different pain, but it was like a toothache. It was horrible. You tried to sleep, you couldn't sleep, and then I treated it. It was so painful. Oh, it was so. But then it went away, and then I passed the range of motion test, and then it was gone, and then it didn't bother me anymore. And I could sleep.
So this is the pain that's worth it.
Means to an end.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. We're
It's
gonna.
nice when you know you're making progress.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
like, don't hold back. Do what you need to do.
She won't. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Okay, so we'll see if we can get this to bend a little more. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna work on that. So go ahead and resist and push towards me, and then relax, and push towards me, and relax, and push. So sometimes to make it less painful, so I use a couple different tools. One tool that sometimes I use is the ultrasound machine. So if we
you're
find
not going to use one of these guys.
what are you gonna show me?
The index and knobber.
Oh no!
Oh, okay.
That doesn't make it less
That
painful
won't make
at
it
all.
Well, it's a little bit bigger, so.
Well, like the elbow. Yeah. So give me that.
It
there.
might be a
So this
little bit
this
less.
end here is more like the elbow, and this
More
one
like the
here is
elbow.
more like the finger.
Yes.
Yes,
So,
yes, yes,
So
yes.
just a little bit less.
Yeah. Yeah, but I like to feel everything, so
I know.
I can't feel it.
Good
if
for
I,
self-treatment.
Yes,
Sure.
excellent for self-treatment. Yeah. So I'm right on it. So that's where the trigger points are about. We're coming right to about it where the trigger points usually are. Okay. And we're going to go, so we like to go all the way down to where it attaches. This one also causes the pain at the web of the finger too, just like before.
Okay.
So outside of the elbow and the web of the finger. Let's see if we can flex a little better. Yeah. Good, we're flexing. And this also, let's see how this moves here. Okay, so let's flex. And supinate, pronate. Good. Nice. Getting better movement.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, I feel that there.
Yeah, feel it.
Yeah,
Right there?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay. Good. So that's my thumb
Does
there.
look better.
It's coming along. See, you're not a lost cause.
Good to know.
But we knew we had success when we treated you before,
Oh, no,
right?
yeah, it was-
So we
yeah.
knew that we probably could do good again.
Yep. Full faith.
We had faith. We could probably do it again. Okay, so that was our Brachioradialis. Okay, and let's just go a little bit down to where it attaches here on the styloid process. Let's feel it a little bit while we're moving it. Okay, let's bring your, yeah, and then I'm gonna. Wow, this is a strong.
Wow, that's
woohoo!
very strong.
This is a strong person.
There's
very strong.
there's
Anyway.
a little bit of demand to see the ultrasound machine in action.
Oh, you really like to see it? Okay, great.
Was that the machine?
That's what they like
from
to
last
see.
Okay, let's take a look at it. Okay, here we go. So we have another
Oh,
machine
no.
too.
That's the
Oh,
well
this
wave
one.
one.
Oh, that was the well wave. That was the.
We have another really good-
similar
This is the
concept.
ultrasound machine.
Okay, so
Here's
here's
our
our
ultrasound
ultrasound.
machine.
And when I want it to be the pain relief spa, I heat up the ultrasound gel.
Oh.
But
To be nice, to be kind.
But you have the relaxing ambient music going too.
Oh yeah, we got to do that too.
Well, it's good because otherwise you might sort of shock the fascia again, right?
So you always know it's working
It's
because
cold.
you can feel. Okay, so you put it on there and then you can feel. Oh, it's making it a little warmer.
Yeah.
I can feel it working right on my little finger
Got
here.
it going.
So you know, oh, it's doing its job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at all that
So-
gel.
Mhm.
Look at that gel.
Yeah, you do the gel thing. Okay, so then we could go right over
Hefty
the trigger
amount of
point.
gel.
So you could take a look at where the trigger point is, okay? Right here. So you could go over the trigger point with this. And for ultrasound, you always keep it moving.
And this is something you like to do, especially maybe at the beginning when people
Well, especially if
are
it's too painful.
particularly, yeah.
If it's
in
so
pain.
painful you can hardly treat it, I do
Yeah.
1 minute. 1 minute like this.
Yeah.
And maybe what if the person has fibromyalgia? Maybe I just use this light kind of work on them instead
Right.
of doing. And this goes in 10 millimeters. Well, this particular one maybe 5, but it goes. Some of them go in 10 millimeters.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. The well weave machine goes in 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this makes it less painful.
Yeah, and you want it, like you said, to be constantly moving and for there always to be the gel.
Right.
Which is conducive, right?
Yeah. So then we could check after a minute and see. But you know, my minutes are short. I tend to do
short
minutes.
You know about that.
You know how I do short minutes.
Yeah, you know about her minutes. That was maybe close to a minute.
Very good, good. Okay.
Did you feel something there, Tim?
No,
just felt warm,
I felt the thumb a lot more.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
no.
But it just feels
I felt
warm,
a little
right?
heat, yeah,
Okay,
a little bit of heat.
it puts a little bit of heat in, and it's
Nothing uncomfortable.
No,
just,
nothing,
not at all.
no.
No.
But it pushes out some of the painful,
Very
sensitizing
tolerable.
chemicals. Okay, and then when I come in to treat it, it's not so painful. You tell me what you think this time.
Yeah, not as
See,
even
not,
close as
no,
compared to before.
Oh, see. So, so it
is
makes
that
it
where
so,
it was before where you were?
Yes.
Yeah.
So here between, so go between the two around with the sort of wrapping around the radius there. That's be our supinator, and then here's our brachioradialis. Good. Look at you're bending it better. Look at push towards me. And relax. And push. Good. So this is a good start. Okay. So so let's take a look at another muscle that we're going to treat today. Let's look at the extensor radialis, extensor carpi radialis longus. Okay.
Cool. You got like a few minutes, and then maybe we should take a break after that one.
Okay.
After this.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do it. We'll do
Yeah.
it. Okay. So so scoot towards me a little bit. Okay, with your whole chair. Yeah. So I'm just going to put this underneath you here. Okay. So sometimes when we're doing the extensor carpi radialis longus, we
do.
Yeah. We'll look at it right here. Okay, here it is. So you can see where it's attaching onto the humerus right there. Okay, so it's attaching about right there. Then it comes down and attaches all the way down toward just below the carpal bones here onto the first metacarpal. Okay, so we're going to take a look at. So we're going to stretch it while we're pressing on it. So there's a lot more muscles that will help you bend your wrist, but this is the one that causes pain in the elbow. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to treat that one. Okay. So we're going for the pain part, but we'll have to fix this wrist.
Does that cause the inflammation too?
It could cause. You know what would probably more cause the inflammation is something from above it. So it'll be more likely the triceps.
Okay.
So we'll treat that in a minute. Okay.
Okay.
So let's look at the extensor carpi radialis longus. Okay. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to press right onto it. What do you think of that painfulness of
I
that?
feel it wasn't as acute as before when
Okay.
you had in the other one.
So this one radially deviates the wrist, which you're having trouble with that, extends the wrist, which would be here, and also flexes the forearm at the elbow joint, and pronates the forearm. So we're getting another pronator and flexor at the forearm. Pronator and so what do you think of that one?
Yeah, I feel that.
So if you look at where the trigger points usually will be, if you take a look at the muscle, if the muscle fibers are this long, they'll be a lot of times in the middle. So that's just about right where I am right now. So that's usually where the taut bands are that would cause the referred pain. Okay, so we're about right at there. But we like to treat the whole muscle, and we want you to have full function. We want like.
Hey, I've heard that name somewhere before.
You have heard that.
Function.
Full function, yes.
Yeah, it's tight.
You're feeling it there a little bit more.
So it'll be a process of getting you better. It'll probably take. This looks to me like this kind of dysfunction is going to take a few months. I think last time we did it, when we got it better last time, I think it took us a few months that time.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it just seems like, and I sat on this for so long and didn't get it looked at. It's probably just.
So is it 10 years ago?
Yeah, 6 or 7.
Okay.
no, actually, what is 27? Yeah, it was probably
Can you imagine?
8 or 9 years
10 years ago. He comes in every 10 years.
I know where to come. I keep putting it off and it gets worse. That's probably why it's going to take longer.
Yeah,
I didn't get on it right when.
Yeah, he could have come in sooner.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to shorten it. Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
And we're going to shorten it.
That feels rough, huh?
Yeah.
It can come down. So this is one of its jobs. It extends, and then it has to stretch. So it's going to extend and stretch, and we'll have to treat all of these. We have to, and you're coming in for a treatment, aren't you?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Okay, okay. So we're gonna see if we can get these all to bend. Okay.
Let's get them to bend.
We're gonna get them all to bend, but for today we're gonna just treat the Extensor Carpi. Okay. Radialis Longus.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's helping bend. Yeah, it's bending better. Yeah. So it's bending better. Good. You're bending better.
Good.
Okay, so that's great. So we took a look at that. So that's great.
About time for
Oh,
break.
it's our little break time.
For a little break time.
Okay, we're gonna do a little break.
So it's about 1 or 2 after 7 right now, Central Time. We'll be back at 7:10, everyone. And where are we going to go after that?
Oh,
we're going to go to the...
Oh, we're going to do the next muscle. Okay, so we're going to do...
Don't go away.
Don't go away. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, because we're going to go to the triceps. Okay?
Oh.
So we're going to have some triceps work done.
Very exciting.
Okay,
Very exciting. Stay tuned, everyone. All right, so we're going to take a little break, but if you don't have them already, you can grab a hold of your protocols 48 and 50. Take your bathroom breaks, take your notes. We'll be back. It's about time to return to our Bodyworkers Mastercourse Part 39 on outside and tip of the elbow pain. You ready?
Come on. Let's go. We're going to take a look at your triceps.
Let's look at those triceps.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at your triceps. Okay, so we're going to have you lay down for this one.
Okay.
Okay? So we're going to move these things off of the table. Okay, so let's look at the triceps before we're going to take a look at it. So here it is. So you can see it attaches onto the scapula and it attaches onto the humerus here and then onto the tip of the elbow. So onto the olecranon right here. So that's for triceps, and look at it, causes tip of the elbow pain and outside of the elbow pain. Okay? So we're going to take a look at that. Okay? So let's definitely, oh, and I have one other thing to show about it. Okay? It was this. You can see that, when we're working on the inside of the arm here, right here, we're going to be working on the inside of the arm. We'll be coming here, the nerves come right along in there, and so does the radial nerve come right there. So the radial nerve comes in through there, and then we also have some great pictures of how it goes through the but at any rate, it comes right along there, so we'll take a look at, and then it compresses the nerve. And that causes then the numbness over this part of the hand, right here. So here's the triceps here, the inside here gets compressed, and it causes numbness right here on the dorsum of the hand, right there. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we find on you.
Okay.
So why don't you go ahead and lay down on your tummy and put your head here. Would that be comfortable?
Yep.
Great. And the one that we're working on, where's the right one?
The right.
Keeping you warm there. Okay, so I'm going to just put this a little bit under your arm here. Okay, so so it's attaching here onto the scapula, onto the humerus, and then onto the tip of the elbow. So we're going to be treating that, and also we're going to take a look a little bit at his nerve roots. Let's see how he's doing when he's laying down. They're a little bit more flexible, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's a little bit, so we'll do just a little bit right here on the T1, T2, okay? So let's take a look. So we'll treat that. We're going to do it with our middle knuckle.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh yeah.
that's just your knuckle, huh?
And you notice when I'm doing it, it's a straight line, and really I'm pressing with my feet. Okay, my feet are pressing, so
You're just
my
leaning
body,
your weight in.
my body weight. So I become all like one. So my whole
So
body.
it's not just the knuckle in a way.
Oh, it totally isn't.
No, you can't use your hands.
Doesn't feel like it's a knuckle.
It's my
Yeah.
whole body.
You see
Yeah,
it whole-
yeah. But it's easy on me. It's not hard on me. Okay.
Totally.
So it's easy for me to treat this way.
Yeah.
Or sometimes then I will use the elbow too.
Mm-hmm.
Then I check. Oh yeah, look, it comes up better. See, it's coming up better. So you know you're taking away some of the nerve root compression. It's just, I'm going to just look on the other side. For the other side, I'm going to use my elbow. Okay? So here we're going to go. Here, use the elbow. Just go like this. I'll just go right through. Okay, going to go right there. I can feel it right here.
Oh, I can feel it right there.
Yeah.
Holy cow. What is it that I'm feeling?
This is the elbow.
Not your elbow.
Oh,
and
okay,
what
this-
what am
so
I
we're looking-
feeling that's
so
so...
we're looking at the little rotatories and the multifidus. Remember? The rotatories go from vertebrae to vertebrae,
Trixie.
and the multifidus go several vertebrae.
Right.
So we're getting right on it right here, and so we feel the spine, spinous process right there. Come just to the lateral to it, pressing in,
Oh, God.
and then
yeah.
towards
And
it.
then
So we're
you
getting right
take it
onto
lateral.
those. Yeah. Get it, and it's sort of imperceptibly moving, but I'm moving a little bit and stretching the fibers.
So fibers, that's what I'm feeling?
Yeah, muscle fibers. Yeah. So with
That are tight? Or, yeah.
Right. And then we're checking. Did we do good? Oh, yeah, we did. We did good. We're doing better. So I'm going to just go in between the vertebrae in the interspinalis right there. Okay. We're just going to go right there. And see how that little interspinalis looks. Those are those little itty bitty muscles between the vertebrae.
Mm. A lot of little itty bitty muscles.
There are a lot of itty bitty little muscles.
Yeah.
Okay, so we addressed that. There's more to be done there, so that needs to get
It's
a little bit
definitely
better.
intense,
Mhm.
yeah.
But we're gonna come down and look at the triceps now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put the book there for us to just have it to look at. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the triceps, and so we're gonna go here. So we're gonna go where it attaches here onto the scapula. What do you think of that?
Oh, feels wonderful. Yeah, definitely tight.
So when we're doing this, and we find the pain, so I can feel here. Ooh, I found a taut band.
This was the one where he had the most trouble on the
He couldn't
hand
reach
to the scapula, right? Yeah.
the shoulder blade.
Shoulder blade, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Scapula. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like a 12-inch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
Goodly amount.
abject failure.
Yeah.
Goodly amount.
That's taut.
Mm-hmm.
That too. Wow.
So there's a lot of fibers. If you can see, if you
Triceps
take a look,
really
if
seems
you
to
take
be...
a look at all these, you can see there's a lot of different fibers that we're working on.
I find the triceps are quite affected by, I mean, you've mentioned the sleeping positions, I think, in
Yeah.
the past, but also, I mean, I think just the things I do with phones and devices,
Yeah.
that's been more affected for me.
So you can feel how you personally feel how.
Yeah,
when
well,
you-
are
when
you
your phone's at-
right-handed, Tim?
Yes.
Yeah, I have problems with the same side, kind of in the similar area.
So we're treating all the fibers here. We're coming
Yeah,
down.
I feel like
closer
my
to the-
fingers are falling asleep.
Yeah.
So so which fingers do you notice?
Just my hand feels like...
The whole hand?
Yeah, well, like my forefinger.
Okay, so
Feel like they're... Yeah.
we'll give them a little break here.
I'm just saying, yeah, it's... Yeah.
You feel it.
I feel it there, yeah.
So
Yeah.
probably the nerve is compressing the nerve that goes down to the digits, those
Yeah.
digits. Mm-hmm. So here I can feel some taut bands right there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Look at the position here. Look at Sharon's little
Yeah, see right
leaning position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Barely using effort, just leaning a little bit.
there. Leaning.
Just
That's it.
lean right
Leaning. That's
Leaning
it.
right in.
They're leaning right in here. So this would give you a little bit more on the inside of the elbow. Pain. This one here. Oh, I found a band right there. What do you think of that one?
I don't feel that one as
Okay,
much.
well, it's just not
Doesn't feel
painful.
as much.
It isn't painful. The patient doesn't recognize the... so it's not probably causing any pain. Okay, so this, even if it's taut, but see, sometimes you can have a lot
That
of...
one, yes.
This one here would be causing
Yeah.
the pain on the outside right there. And this could cause the swelling that he's been experiencing. So I'm going to hold it here, pin it, then I'm going to press right on the part that goes right to where he's been experiencing
Wow.
some swelling.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm pinning it, pressing on it. So when we go in and press on it like this, I'm pushing the painful chemicals out of the taut
So you're,
band.
you're pinning where it attaches?
I'm pinning up higher. So here, so I'm up here. I'm holding it here, and I'm pressing over here. You know, so I'm pressing around here.
You're holding it where?
And I'm holding it about here.
I see, I see.
Mm-hmm. So I'm holding it up there, coming down here. Just different ways, lots of little ways.
Interesting.
Making it longer. What do you think of this here?
Yeah, I feel that.
That's I got some taut bands right there. I got some good taut bands there.
Oh yeah.
So, if anyone would like me to train them on how to use the ultrasound machine and where to buy one, I could help you buy one, and also get it at a good price, and also how to use it.
Yeah, you guys can email us if you want more information.
Wow, there, yeah.
Right there.
info@myopain.com.
So, do you feel any referred pain down or up?
Just more
Just hurts where I press it.
activity in the hand, not pain, but just activity. Like,
Okay.
but I definitely feel where you're putting the pressure.
So I'm just going to take it now through some of its range of motion. So I'm going to extend it. So the tricep extends. And let's go all the way around the elbow. Let's go really down to the tip of the elbow here. So we're going to get right down here on the
Oh yeah, wow.
right there, right where it attaches. So we would like to go right where the muscles attach. So this is where we're at right now. So this is part of the triceps here. So we're right there, and then we're going to go down here and go where the Anconeus is next. Right there. So here and then there.
Right up onto the Anconeus.
And then they do the Anconeus is a little swollen. Yeah, right where the Anconeus is. Okay. Okay, so I can feel a little bit of swelling in there. So I find usually if you get rid of the tension above the swelling, then the swelling goes away.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's the Anconeus.
Swollen
here,
Anconeus.
So I'm going to treat the Anconeus.
So you think that might be contributed to by the triceps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here. So here's our little Anconeus. So this right here. And I'm going to just treat that a little bit. So, but anywhere where it's swollen, it really, really, really hurts. You know.
Yeah.
Anytime you have anything swollen, so what you want to do is for sure get rid of the swelling. So for that, I'd like you to treat this, okay? Oh, this whole muscle, okay?
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then I have a nice picture of the Anconeus. I'll give us a nice Anconeus picture. So here it is, right there, and it causes pain right where you were having pain. And where he was, and there's the Anconeus. You see it right there. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
And I'm gonna I think I'll do a little bit of that ultrasound on it, okay? So just a little
Good
bit
candidate.
of that. Do a
Good
little bit
candidate.
of that.
We're getting a question. Does this help with tennis elbow or related?
This is tennis elbow.
So yes.
Yes.
This is tennis elbow.
Okay, so this is all the muscles. So take a look here. This is all the muscles that causes tennis elbow. This here, the supinator, the brachialis, the extensor carpi radialis longus. Right now we're just doing the triceps, the fourth most likely. Then we'll do the supraspinatus on you, and then the fourth and fifth, and then we just did the Anconeus. So these all cause
Pretty much most of what we're covering today is contributors to tennis elbow.
Tennis elbow. Tennis elbow. That's what it is. So I've been heating up the gel.
Heat her up.
This is going to be the spa now.
Ooh.
No, it's not hot enough though.
Gotta warm her up.
It'd have to be a little hotter.
For a spa.
For a spa. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Let's go ahead. Let's get where it attaches onto the humerus, right where it attaches onto the scapula. And down here, the whole muscle. Keep it moving. Let's go right where the Anconeus is, right where the swelling. So I can show people how to use the ultrasound and the myofascial protocol. That would be using it in all the protocols that we have on our website. Okay, that's good. So that's was that a minute, you guys? How long was that?
Yeah, did you time it?
Could have been.
A 30-second minute?
How long was that?
We did not time it. It was
No.
close to a minute. Might have been
Okay,
closer to
so I'm
30
gonna just
seconds.
check it. I like to check and see if it's getting close to helping us to see if we're passing the range of motion test. Okay, so here, he did good with this test before, though.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
It was the other one he was
yeah,
not
there-
passing
yeah.
as well.
Yeah, that one
Hand
wasn't even
overhead.
close.
So we're gonna have to get you to pass this one here. Get this his. We're gonna have to get him to be able to flatten, really flex the arm like that. So that's one of our little projects.
It's a
that
little
we're gonna have to do.
project.
Little project.
Yeah.
We're gonna have that little project. So we're taking a look at his Anconeus here.
Another look at the Anconeus. So, Tim, were you even feeling a little bit of pain or discomfort during the ultrasound there on that one?
No, not at all. It just,
No, never.
It's just contact. That's all it is, yeah.
Okay, so that's our triceps. So that's looking at it. And so we're trying to get him to really pass and get so we're trying to get the arm behind the ear, and that helps also with getting rid of compression of the radial nerve, which would give you numbness on the back part of the hand. Okay. Okay, so I think I want to look at one more thing on you,
Okay,
if we could.
sure.
If we could look at the posterior superior serratus, I think that would be fun. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at that.
Let's.
Okay, so let's find that on here. So here it is right here. And you can see where it's underneath the shoulder blade here.
Yes.
So how are we going
That
to get underneath there? You know, see here
How?
it is. So here, so we're going to look at C6, C7, so where it attaches here.
Positions there with the
It causes
shoulder blade in
really
front of
bad
it.
tip of the elbow pain, really, really bad.
Yeah.
Okay, but it could go a little bit and cause a little bit of tennis elbow also.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to take a look at that. And it's a breathing muscle.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to have you if you could come onto your hands and knees for just a second. I'm going to move stuff around, so I'm just going to change your position just a little. Okay, so if I can have this way. Okay, now if I could have you put your right arm through here and then lay flat, but put the arm way in there like that. Yeah. Okay, as flat as you can. Don't go sideways. Lay
What's
flat.
that?
Lay as flat as
Oh.
you can. More flat, like that. Yeah. Okay, and then let's see. Have your head go all the way in here. So just lay as flat as you can. Okay, so like you're laying on your stomach. Okay. Okay, so here, this is where the trigger points are, right here. So it's where the shoulder blade used to be.
It's
Okay.
a tricksy one.
Yeah, the Trixie. The Trixie. Ooh, the Trixie.
New expressions.
Wow, you found something there,
Yeah.
Sharon.
Yeah, remember this
It's
causes
always
tip of
somewhere.
the elbow. Tip of the elbow. Okay, so it's really, really painful. Also can cause it to hurt in your wrist. Okay.
So it's dual.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
And back of the
Yeah.
shoulder. Makes the back of the shoulder hurt.
Very deep feeling pain, right?
Referred pain and nerve compression pain is so painful, you know? It's muscular pain is just so painful. And so it could it'd be so bothersome, you know, just from getting the tissue compressed, just compression of the tissue. So we have to just get the tissue to decompress, get it to be at its natural resting length, and we're going to get rid of that referred pain, the attachment pain, and nerve compression. Isn't that great?
Yes.
Wow. Oh my
So I'm
God.
right on it. So
Yeah.
here's the shoulder blade, and I'm going underneath it, and then right on top of it. That's where the trigger point is. Now we could treat the rest of the muscle too, but that's the main one that causes the elbow.
Oh, wow.
So it goes between here and here. So it attaches here, and then attaches underneath here, and it goes like that. And it's a breathing muscle. So I'm just going to treat a little bit of it up here. right there. Some bands. I feel the band right here. So you're looking for taut bands.
Everyone has trouble with this
and
one.
painful
Yes.
spots.
Is it not a very common one?
Very common.
Well,
People
this
have some kind of trouble with.
but people hardly ever treat this one.
Well, that's part of it. Like I have, you know, you've done this for people,
You've
and
done
they're
it
like,
for
"Wow!"
people,
What?
and they
Like
go-
it's always
they
this
go-
type of reaction.
They
It's
go like,
"Whoa!"
"Whoa!"
Oh, there.
No one ever treated that. See, we're right
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
We're right on it.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy cow.
Leslie says, "Great
Holy
position." Thank you."
Toledo. Yep. It's looking pretty good.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to train you to treat this too, okay? So I think
Can I
you
use
need-
the knobber for that?
Yeah, you could use a knobber and you could use a couple of different tools. So let's go ahead and let's show you how to do it, okay? Let's have you go ahead and stand up. Oh, I'm sorry, on the floor.
Huh?
Stand up on
I
the
wasn't gonna
floor.
stand on the bed. I'd have to move the light out of the way.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna stand on the bed.
Stand up on the floor.
You're never gonna let that one go.
Thanks for
Yeah.
clarifying.
We were talking about that.
I was ready to
last
move
week.
the tile because I was gonna stand on the
They
bed.
changed the light bulb while they were
Yeah.
up there.
Okay, so we're going to treat right here, okay? So we're going to go ahead and we use a nice tool. So one of our
Yeah, use the
tools-
nice tool. Don't use a not nice tool.
Yeah, use this.
All the tools
Very
are
nice
nice.
tool.
Use that one there.
Use the S.
Yeah, use the S, and if you could use it on yours too.
Sure.
Do you have the same issue here?
Oh, always.
Yeah.
So let's do the right side. So for here, we're gonna get right where the shoulder blade is, and you could remember where I was, right? And then
Oh,
we
I
can take,
remember.
we can take
You
the
want to
arm
get your
across.
shoulder blade out of the
Oh,
way.
on the
other
Yeah,
side.
there you
Oh.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you can maybe get it across like that, and you can get it across to the other side. Okay, that's one way of doing it.
Are you using the big side of the S? You are because
Yeah,
of
I
the
would use
leverage.
this
Use the smallest
Yeah,
side.
yeah. Use
Well,
that
she's using the bigger side.
yeah,
She
so
wants to get a certain
the bigger
leverage.
bend. You want the bigger bend and the smaller knob, if you can. Yeah. So this would be one way of doing it. Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, I
different
got it.
technique.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. So you get right in there. Right there.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. Okay. How you doing over there?
I have a lot of spots in there.
Okay. Yeah. So you're finding a few spots right there.
Yeah.
Right in there.
I want to get in on this action.
That's it. We have to let her do it too.
Wait, you needed a.
We'll do it later.
Okay, so let's do it another
I
way.
can't
So do it with the
double
ball
team
next,
it.
okay? Let's do it with the ball. Okay, all of us will do it with the ball. Okay, so we can use, let's try, I
Tennis
got a
ball?
little tiny ball and a bigger ball.
Okay.
Okay, so let's try it with the ball. Okay, you can try it with the ball.
So what am I
Okay,
doing
we're
here?
gonna come over
Up
here.
against the
Oh,
wall.
wow. Ball against
To the wall.
Up against the wall.
Okay, so we're gonna put the ball right there behind us. So you go ahead and put it behind you. Then you're gonna put so I grab the arm and go like this and get it really across to my chest,
Yeah.
okay? Really
So
across.
deep.
And then I get right on it and look for those painful spots. So go towards the spine and then go towards the scapula. And then go towards the spine, then go towards the scapula. And then look for your spot. And you might do this, you might go ahead and press on this spot if that was causing your elbow to hurt. You might do it as much as 8 times a day, 4 times a day. Just get right in there.
Yeah.
There's no stretch for it. You just have to get in there and stretch it
Just
this
start
way.
grinding.
That's the way to stretch it. That's
Would
it.
you recommend maybe putting it in like a knee-high stocking for this one?
Well, yeah, then you don't have to drop it all.
Yeah.
But dropping it's good stretch for the hamstrings. You know.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead. Come in this way.
All right.
Okay, Camille, let's take a look at
I'm
your
coming.
supraspinatus.
Alrighty.
We're going to look at Camille's supraspinatus.
Okay.
And she had some trouble doing this hand to the shoulder
Oh,
blade.
yes.
She was over down here.
And I need you to bring the table down. So
Oh, yeah,
I
we'll
don't
do
have
that.
to jump up.
You won't have to do that. You won't have to jump. Okay, so let's take a look at you. We'll make your feet closer to the head.
Yes. See if I can do this.
Okay.
No standing on the bed.
No standing. Okay, so here we're just going to look right here. We see her T1 and 2 are kind of tight. Also T3, 4. So we'll look right in here for a minute, and then we'll go down to look at her supra. Okay. Especially on the right side. Yeah.
Okay.
The right.
Ooh, already a little indentation.
Yeah, yes, we sure got that. So we'll just use our finger here, and you can see that she has that slow return.
Yeah.
So that would be that slight myofascial pitting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right there. So it's showing it's a little slow twitch, slow to come back, slow to come back when you press on it. Then we could check to see if it's a little better. And it was a little better.
Right.
So if just treating it a little bit, got a little better. So I'm just going to do a little bit more. I'm going to find the spine.
It's a good sign when it's that responsive, right?
When you see improvement from just treating it a little bit, that's very good. And when the table goes up and down, you can use it low like this if you want sometimes. And get our weight right into it. And let's check how good we did. Better. So improvements.
How you feel, Camille?
I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling good?
I haven't gotten to any spots yet.
Nothing
Nothing
serious.
To scream or anything.
No screamers.
No screaming yet.
No screamers. That's good. Well, I like the improvement that we were getting with
Very
treating
good sign.
the nerve roots. That's good.
Very good sign indeed.
Yeah.
Camille's demonstrating some nice
Oh,
slow
that's what you call
breathing techniques,
Yeah,
which
that's
will
good.
assist.
Well, it will. So we did take a little time to take a look there. Woo, woo, woo. Now it's starting to roll. So we get to get it to roll better, but it is starting to roll. Starting to roll. Okay, so so we took away a little bit of the tension there. Now we had. Oh,
Next time we need the breast protector.
Oh.
But that's okay. I'll be okay. We're not going to do that one. Next time. Next time. That's okay. Next time.
Mhm. Yep, it gets out of place, doesn't it? Okay, so here's our supraspinatus. So here it is you find the spine of the scapula, you just go right above it, right there. So right there, that's our supra. Then it attaches over here onto the humerus. Okay, so it goes underneath the acromion right here. So we're going to take a look at that. It doesn't compress any nerves.
Okay.
So you're doing a little leaning there too.
Yes. So I'm stretching the fascia a little bit while I'm working on the muscle.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking the fascia and working with it a little bit at the same time.
And that feels good when you do that.
And she likes it too.
I like it. That's Sharon's expression. She likes it.
That's good.
Oh, yeah.
So that's good. So we're going to just come down here and let's look at this attachment right here onto the humerus. Okay, so I'm going to look at it a little bit more. Let's take a look at it a little bit on the stretch. Okay, so we're just going to put it in the stretch position and just feel what it feels like, just to stretch it a little bit, okay? Aha, I found a tight spot. So I found some taut bands right here.
Mm-hmm.
Then see if it comes up a little easier. Okay, so it's pretty sensitive on the coming up, huh?
You know, that hurt the triceps when you did that.
Yeah, it sure did, huh? Okay, let's feel. I'm going to feel the triceps.
Oh, yeah. And
just let me feel the
triceps.
They
passed pretty well, but yeah, they're
pretty
still
good.
tight.
No, that's pretty good. No, it's not.
Tight.
The triceps
are
right.
You're experiencing some pain.
When she was stretching it, I felt it in the triceps. Yeah, the one.
It could be referred.
Referred pain.
Oh, yeah.
Pain hunters.
So I'm just looking at her anterior deltoid right now, and just seeing what contribution that is to her ability to Get the hand up here. So it's feeling like it's,
Yeah,
it's
so it
working a
only-
little better.
It only hurts in the triceps when you use it
This
like
is
that.
triceps, so probably
Yeah.
we could treat that a little bit. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like you're the Miss Frizzle of
Ooh.
Miss Frizzle?
searching for pain, like the magic school bus of pain.
Magic school bus.
That's it, Miss Frizzle.
I don't know that.
You enjoy the seeking and treating of pain just as much as she enjoyed the showing of the body to the children on the magic school bus.
That's right, she did. She did a nice show. That was fun.
Yeah, right in there is where I was feeling it there.
Okay, so that's our triceps, so we
yeah.
might be getting a little trouble with that.
Everyone agrees.
They remember her?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're finding a few taut bands here in the triceps. I see it right there,
I
especially.
see. So there are some taut bands.
Especially on this side.
Yeah, and I feel it in the hand too, just like Tim did.
So
I'm
this,
working
so when we're doing the triceps, because we got the radial nerve coming through it,
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh.
and also maybe we might catch some of the ulnar nerve
Mm.
on this side.
So everyone's got unexpected tricep issues, even which the range of motion test didn't necessarily tell us. So,
That's right. So it's nice to get your
it
finger.
could tell you something
Well,
sometimes, but it doesn't mean there's not problems there,
That's true.
basically.
Yeah. And so now I'm looking at the little fibers.
There's
They're a little
different
bit at diagonal here. The little diagonal ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll raise the table up for me. There it goes. Up it goes. She doesn't feel a thing, right?
I'm being brave.
Okay. All right. So here we are. So these fibers here would tend to cause the elbow pain, and also we'll look here at the Anconeus.
Getting into the Anconeus.
So we'll use our nice broad elbow.
Yeah.
Elbow on elbow.
How to eliminate elbow pain with using your elbow.
Your elbow, yes.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's good. That's it.
Ah.
Elbow
I'm
all
not
around.
writing another
Elbow on
verse
elbow.
about that.
Oh no?
We're done. We're done.
No more verses like
No
that?
more
Someone
verses.
else's job.
We're done.
Elbow on elbow.
We're done. That would make a nice song, though. We're done.
So I'm coming here, going towards attaching onto the scapula, going more onto the medial side now.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
Now, when you're using your elbow, you can also use a lot of your forearm, and you get a nice broad
Yeah,
pressure.
that's true. Yeah. It's not always just the point of the elbow. You're utilizing kind of the bone, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And the thing that I like to think about
Yeah.
is, when I'm not touching and feeling with my sensory here, I'm actually feeling through my bones.
Yeah.
So when I'm pressing, I'm feeling either through my elbow, through my humerus, into my central nervous system. I'm feeling through the bones and the joints. So when I'm treating you with my bones and joints.
Yeah.
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 And my nervous system, I'm feeling it.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of different ways that you're observing and noticing
Mhm.
Ah, yes. That was a good spot.
far beyond just the hands.
Right. It goes through your nervous system, bones. I think myofascial trigger point therapist, you could send me a note. How is your bone density test?
Oh yes, you've been
All
wanting
right, you've
people
been
to
asking
tell you about this.
that for a while.
So
Okay.
I want to know,
She
Leslie.
wants to know, Leslie.
Leslie and other people, how's your bone density after doing trigger point work for 25 years? Is your bone density adequate?
You suspect that it is greater than for other people.
I'm suspecting it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have another bone density test done. I had 2 already, but I'll have another one. I'm thinking I'm doing it soon, so we'll check me out too.
Yeah. So they should email you at info@myopane
That's it.
about that. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Tell us about your bone density after
20
being practitioners. for a long
25
time.
years of practicing. Is your bone density? What's it like?
Yeah. What is it?
Well, tell us.
It's good to know.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the
What
triceps.
if they're only 5 years in?
Well, it'd be fun to know too.
Still good to know.
But I had a feeling that
especially if you knew what it was before, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that would be ideal.
But test now, and then
Then
5
we'll
years
have a baseline.
from now,
We'll have a baseline.
definitely.
Yeah. Then we'll have a test. Everyone test, and then we'll have a baseline. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
We'll check in every few years. Ongoing.
We'll check all the
Like
myofascial.
Tim, he comes in every 10 years, you know.
That's it. Every 10.
They're doing it.
Yeah. Every 10.
Keep practicing.
Yeah. So I suspect that it's making my bones hard. I suspect that it's like, like when we do weight bearing exercise. So I'm thinking I'm
interesting,
weight
yeah.
bearing. You know,
Right.
weight bearing on all my bones.
Right.
And then plus I'm standing.
Yeah.
So I'm getting the standing bones,
Right.
and I'm getting the hand and the arm bones.
Yeah.
Now if I use my feet more, I do use them some.
Some of those massage therapists get up on the back and stand on them, right?
Well, we could do that.
Yeah. You gonna do that
So
on my
no,
I have to
on my
get you that-
spine next, and you get up and stand on me.
You have to get you on the
Get
floor.
on the floor, okay. Yeah, you won't
So
stand
we
on the
don't
bed, right?
stand
We don't
on
stand
the
on the bed.
bed.
Okay.
Well, when you do that, you have to have a bar across that you hold on
Yes,
to.
True. Yeah. They
So,
do it on the
But
ground.
I have a
with the
little
bar.
futon. I can put it on the floor, and then I could work with, and I hang onto the table,
Yeah, so you
and then I
don't
treat you
fall
on the
over.
floor. Yeah,
Shiatsu.
that's a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Nick Wallenda tightrope, just like that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah,
No,
we
no.
have to show that to the audience.
Okay, so say for instance we put the arm.
Yeah.
You just go ahead and press like this, you know, just like that. You don't have to do tightrope. Just press like that.
Yeah.
You use the arch of your foot or your heel. It could be very good for some people sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good spot.
It's another tool.
Yeah, our feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, feet are good. So I'm taking the triceps and I'm finding a spot that's not working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
But the
so-
arm looks straight though.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good.
I mean, it's coming straight.
Good function. Good function.
So these twist. These turn a little bit. They don't just extend. They do a little rotating there. And let's look at the Anconeus right here.
Anconeus.
Okay, so let's check our range of motion.
Anconeus is okay.
Oh, it feels a little better, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. It doesn't hurt in the triceps.
It's not
now.
hurting in the triceps. Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
can feel it. It's moving better.
Nice.
So here our goal is we're going to get it all the way up. Maybe it's at least here. That's our goal.
Yes, that's
so
our
that'd be
goal.
To the
that's about
spine.
that'd be like about 6 inches or so. So that's our
Okay.
goal. See if we can get it. So maybe
To
we'll
the spine of the scapula, all the
Yeah.
way.
So
Yeah.
I think if you could also treat your infraspinatus right here,
Mhm.
okay, that'd be good too, and
Okay.
that'd help you to get it back there. Yeah, super. Okay, so let's have you let's train you to treat the supraspinatus too,
Okay.
and your Anconeus and triceps.
The Anconeus, I didn't feel at all.
Yeah,
when
you
were
didn't
working
have
on
What
trouble
an
with that.
Anconeus.
You didn't have any trouble with that at all.
No, that one was fine. But the anterior deltoid now, when we check that.
It's not a
Yeah.
culprit today, I guess.
Not the Anconeus.
Okay, let's have you go ahead and stand up on the floor there.
Stand on the floor, not on the
That's it,
table.
that's it. All right. So here we're gonna treat the supraspinatus. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna do it a special way. So one way we'll do it. Let's do it with the tool, the back knobber. So you get your back knobber.
Okay.
Get your back knobber.
Back knobbers.
I like the big bend. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and let's show it where we want to put it. So turn around. So you're gonna find the spine. So you're gonna find the spine and come right above it, just right above it. So you're gonna find the spine.
You mean the spine of the scapula?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I'm used to the spine being here. That's what I know.
You're like, what's
Right above it.
Which spine are we talking about?
Right there. Okay. Okay. So here. So find the spine of your scapula here. You go right above it. Right above it. Right there. Right above it. Right there.
Do I have this in the right spot?
Yeah.
Right there. Right
Oh
there.
yeah.
It's looking pretty good, Tim.
Mm-hmm. And then if you could,
You kind of
like,
feel
over there,
it.
And then you could, if you could.
I
move
definitely
it a
feel it. I
little
just want to
Yeah.
make sure it's in the spot that you.
Oh.
Is this?
Let's see. Yeah. Good.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Right
then
there.
I'm
Right
hitting
there. Yeah. Right there. Mm-hmm. Right there. Right there. Yep. Okay. So let's do it another way. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
good. I like how you just did it.
Nice, yeah.
Really good. Really good.
Motion.
Super great. Right. Really great. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can take it back a tiny bit, so stay there. Then take it back this way a little, take it that way a little bit.
Oh,
This
that
way
one.
and that way. So get behind and come up. And get behind and come up. Yeah, you're doing it. Oh, she's doing it.
Doing
Okay.
it.
Oh.
Okay, good. All right, so next we're going to do it with the ball. Okay, so get a tennis ball. And then we're going to treat it with the tennis ball.
Are we going into the hall?
Yep.
Come into the hall.
Going to the hall with the ball
Come to the hall. The ball.
The ball.
against the wall.
Against the wall. That's it.
Against the wall, the
Okay, so
the ball.
now here you have to do the Watusi. Okay?
Mm.
Okay, come like this. You gotta get down like here, or the limbo. That's it. I meant the limbo.
limbo,
I meant the limbo.
I think you usually say that. I think you usually say Watusi and then limbo.
That's it. That's
I don't
it.
remember.
Okay.
A whole
Watusi.
like group of people are gonna be confusing the limbo and the Watusi.
Okay, well then they should do the boogaloo.
That's my dance, the boogaloo.
When in doubt, getting in on the action. I'm doing it.
Okay, so did
What
you
are we
get it?
treating here?
The
I'm holding on
supraspinatus.
to it
so it
Supraspinatus.
doesn't fall.
And then you're gonna come right to the spot right here where it comes. It attaches right there. So you're gonna go right there. Go right there. Yep.
Oh.
Right onto that spot.
Mhm.
Okay. And for you, you could go ahead and do your anterior deltoid.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and do it. Yeah. Okay, great. Super. Okay, so this is the
Super.
supraspinatus. Super. And then what I'd like to do is I'd like to get it right there, and then I'd like to then see if I can get my hand to touch my shoulder blade. So like I get right on it, So like see, that's it. See how you're getting right on it? Yeah. And then yeah, that's it. So do the anterior deltoid, and then see if you can get your hand up higher. Okay, see what makes the hand go up higher. Okay. So whatever so you're gonna do the supra, you're gonna do the infra. Whoopsie. You got another one?
Gonna do the Watusi.
Yeah, that's it.
Gonna
That's
do
it.
the Boogaloo.
That's it.
The boogaloo.
She knows the boogaloo.
That's my dance, the boogaloo.
Gonna do the mashed potato.
Oh, the mashed potatoes. Yeah.
Not with these shoes.
Okay, not with those shoes. Okay,
You
good.
gotta have slippery shoes.
Uh-huh. Okay, so next thing we're going to treat is the extensors. Okay, so let's do the extensors while we're here. So let's go ahead and let's do the extensors. Let's do the brachioradialis and the extensors. So for the brachioradialis, let's put that right here. Okay, so put your thumb towards the wall, and we're going to come like this and do the brachioradialis like that.
So you've got your hand almost angled
Towards
totally
the wall.
towards the wall.
That's to get our
Yeah, as much as
brachioradialis.
possible.
That causes lateral elbow and web of the thumb.
Mm. It was very localized, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, then we come right like that. So you're pressing our body onto your body onto the arm and the arm onto the ball. Let me check you. Okay, come down to here. Okay, keep coming down. Yep, perfect, right there. Well, you're right on it now, and then you're gonna come right here. Yeah, yep, that's
Yeah.
it. That's it. Good. Keep coming down. Yep. And if you could get your body. Oh, good. Oh, look at how you catch that thing. Okay, get your arm onto your body and have your body press it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Your body
Leaning.
presses it. Yeah, you gotta lean your body onto it. Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
I feel it.
that's the little finger side, so that's the third and fourth
Yeah, I feel
finger
it right
extensors.
there. Yeah.
That's it, and that causes the elbow pain.
Oh.
So that's one of the
Wow.
things. Again, this brachioradialis. Yeah, you get right on it. He's getting right on it. Okay, let's see you.
Oh,
How you're doing over
I'm
here?
doing good.
Okay, so here's the start of your brachioradialis right there. You're gonna come this way, get up to your brachioradialis,
Oh, okay.
right there. Totally right onto it. You're totally on it. Yep.
Oh.
And then you're going to want to do your extensors, so the rest of your extensors. So you're going to.
Oh,
You
we're
wanna
working
go
down
get-
the extensors.
And you're going to get your body. Look at me. I got my body on my arm.
Mhm.
But don't go like this and put your arm. Don't press your arm like that. Have your body press onto your arm like this. Yeah.
So you want to rest your arm kind of on your torso and let your body
Now do this part over here,
press.
right there. Yeah, and then get your whole body weight onto it. There. What do you think of that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, feel it.
Right there?
Yeah.
On the little finger side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Okay, keep coming down and come all the way down
Oh, really? Okay.
to here. Yeah.
That's the same muscle.
Mm-hmm. It comes down to the fourth and the fifth fingers. And the other one comes to right here.
Oops.
Okay, back to you.
Brought an extra one just in case.
That's a good one. So, everyone, what you want to do is put the ball here, and put your arm on the ball, and then put your body onto the onto the so you really get your body weight pressing onto it like that. Yeah.
So you're just leaning,
Really-
leaning. the
Really
full
get your
lean.
body weight right onto it.
So you're not
Remember-
stressing out your arm trying to press it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It really works good that way. So this is really good. So coming all the way down. And then you can come like this and treat the triceps a little bit like this. Is a nice way too.
Yeah.
So you can get a little bit in there. So you can, look around this way, and especially this way because you can really get a lot of leverage that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that one. I
Yeah.
felt that one
Okay,
strongly.
now you're gonna
Yeah.
get right into the supinator here, okay? So we're gonna get, the
supinator.
supinator goes around the the radius right here. So let's get right in there and really get in between the bones, but sort of on the thumb side bone, the radius. And that would be our supinator,
Oh, there we go.
right in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Right in
Oh.
there. That's our supinator. That's our supinator. And then we can also get on this side as well. So we treat the extensor
Rotating your hand
carpi.
in.
So we're getting so it also attaches right here on the inside.
This is nice for anyone who does any kind of work with their hands, musicians.
So right. All musicians, you have to know how to you need the owner's manual on how to take care of your hands. You need to be really good at helping yourself.
Just
So
feels
here
good.
for the supinator, if you can come in here and get right on the ulnar, right there, and that's where it attaches on this side. And let's supinate and pronate, and supinate, pronate. So how's it doing?
I'm pronating better because that's what I had trouble with.
Good. Let's see how we're doing with this. So let's check our. So it's all of us check our.
Yeah.
We're gonna check our range of motion, okay?
Improve.
So here we want to get full. We want to
Sharon's
have.
demonstrating full.
You have to have full range like this, okay? Then you have to
There's
do
not
that,
full.
and you need to have full range with your finger. So
Yeah.
remember, you need with your
That's
fingers
what I
bent.
call full range.
That's full range. You want to be able to deviate. So you want to deviate both ways like that. You want to be able to pass the finger flexion tests. So for both the scalenes. So if you had the scalenes, it'd be like this. If you had trouble with the third and fourth finger extensors, it'd probably be like that. Okay. So how you guys doing with your third and fourth? Okay, that one we didn't.
That one's
We
injured,
didn't
so
fix
that
that
doesn't-
one.
well, yeah,
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Third is a little better.
Little
Fourth
better?
is always good. Second is the
Okay.
one.
So we got a little work to do there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Do you think we treated all the muscles?
I think so. I think so. Let's make sure. Let's see. So
I
we
think
have
we did it.
supinator, brachioradialis,
We did it.
Extensor Carpi Radialis Longus.
And then we did the posterior
Triceps
superior
Brachii,
serratus. Yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
And we did all the nerve roots.
extensors
I think we did it.
I think we did it. I think we did. Is it about time?
Right on time, too. Look at that.
Well, next week we'll be back at 6 p.m. again, and I believe we are doing the forearm, radial forearm pain and dorsal forearm pain.
That's right.
And then we're going to return the following week on Valentine's Day to the elbow, but also volar wrist pain and palmar pain. Yeah, if you want to get credit for these two free CEUs, just email us with your name, your Periscope handle, your license number, and the name of the class you took.
So the next class is number 52 and 54.
Protocols 52 and 54. Check them out.
So those are the next ones we're going to do.
And if you guys have any other questions, check out the website, www.myopain.com, or you can email us at info@myopain.com.
So what if you have elbow pain? How many times a day should you treat yourself?
How many?
Until you can pass the range of motion tests. Until the pain's gone. Okay, but you can start out with twice a day. That's not good enough. You can do it 4 times a day. But even maybe start with 1 time a day. But the thing is if it's not getting better fast enough, you have to do more. And
someone was asking a question: when do we get to the year credit? Not sure.
You could have if you've taken all the classes, we can give you
you could get a year credit. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So you'd have to have watched them all live.
Some of you have.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah, some of you have. So yes, we could do that.
Yeah, our last one for this sort of season is going to be, I believe, March 21st. So that'll be the end of this series that we're
now sometimes you could say
we'll continue after that with something else, but
how fast do you want it to get better? So say for instance you're willing to take 2 months or 3 months or 4 months, or you want it better tomorrow, so you can decide how much you want to treat it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we ready?
We're ready. We're gonna do a little exercise with us.
I'll be an audience.
No, you can do it with us. Okay, do the elbow.
Sharon and Mareva from Pain Free.
So stretch. Good stretch. Stretch. Other arm. Stretch. Good stretch. Stretch. Good stretch.
Then compress and repeat. We'll balance your posture from your feet and effectively treat on the stretch and on contraction, restoring full function to every action. Come to water tower to meet Sharon Sauer.
So get a little fist.
Use the body
Like this.
support system for side lying position and hydraulic lift table. If you are not able
To our brachioradialis.
jump up when a trigger
Listen to your watch.
point
Take it way
is
back.
there,
Listen.
we'll
Way
teach
back.
you how
Listen.
to
Way
do
back.
self-care.
And back.
This will keep you at your
And down.
peak.
And up.
So see you back
Supraspinatus.
again next week.
See you next week.